Do you feel like you don't ever have time to get everything done? Are you a productivity junkie like me and hop from trend to trend looking for the latest secret method that will help you unlock all your potential? I am a manager in Maersk, which is Denmark's biggest company, where my role has been to help negotiate contracts worth hundreds of millions of dollars. That's what most people would consider a top-tier, stressful job. But I am also married, I have 2 small children, I run this YouTube channel, wrote 2 full books, and as a hobby I have traveled to over 130 different countries. I can guarantee you, I am not a Superman. I even consider myself a naturally lazy person. I can do all this because I built a very strong system. In this video, I'll tell you exactly how I manage my time and how you can do the same. Welcome to my channel, my name is Mario and I am passionate about high performance. This channel is for ambitious people like you who want to double their productivity. So here's my simple 3-step approach to managing time. Number 1 is that you need to work 60 to 90 minutes per day on your, again, very carefully picked one highest priority project. Number 2 is that you must work fully focused. And number 3 is that you must be ruthlessly efficient during these periods of focused work. If you do this consistently, week after week, I can guarantee you your life will change. You'll be ahead of 90% of all the other people. You'll get promoted despite you are working less hours than almost everyone else. You'll have time for everything that you want. What I'm gonna do now is that I'll unpack this 3-step approach on how you then put it into practice. Number 1, pick the right thing to work on. Picking the right thing to work on is the most important element of productivity. I highlight this on everything. Picking the right thing to work on is more important than anything else you'll hear in this video. And again, this is harder than it sounds. So watch on, again, this is very, very important. Many people spend too much time thinking about how to perfectly optimize their systems and not nearly enough asking themselves if they're working on the right problems. Again, it doesn't matter what system you use, how productive you are, how efficient you are, and how you squeeze every single second out of your projects if you're working on the wrong thing. So it's, again, crucial that whatever you decide to work on is the right thing to do. There are 3 keys, again, to pick up the right projects to work on. The first is that you need to understand what are your goals and your priorities. What outcomes do you want from your life, from your work? What are your own personal or work priorities? You then need to see each project through this lens. Specifically, you need to ask yourself, is task X or project X going to help you achieve your goals? If they do, okay, then we go to the next step. If they don't, let go. Second is that you need to evaluate the potential impact of each project. You must weigh the potential benefits and drawbacks of each task and project and determine which of these ones will have the biggest impact on your goals and your priorities. Again, using the Tim Ferriss methodology, what you need to do here is to work on the lead dominoes. Again, these are the things that if you get them done will make the rest easier or irrelevant. For example, if you want to connect with 100 people and that's how you want to expand your network, which one person that if you connect with that person will just make connecting with everyone else easier? Again, ask yourself this question each time you go through all the projects you are interested in working on. Number 3, and also very important, is to assess the effort required to complete each of these projects. You want to do a project, you have identified that this is a lead domino, but you also need to consider how much time, how many resources in terms of money, in terms of gear, you name it, you would need to complete this task or this project. You must make sure that the effort you require to get that done is in line with, again, the potential impact of the project. One trick to use here is to use the 80-20 principle. Again, identify the actions and systems that will give you outsized results. For example, like in terms of sales channels, there's some that perform best, focus on those. If you need to go through email and that's what you identify is the key thing to go, write emails that have the best responses. If it comes to presentations, you need to identify which presentations will lead to the most desired outcomes. Overall, remember, and I stress it again, 80% of what people do at work doesn't matter. So don't work on things that don't matter. It's your most important job to identify what drives results and work ruthlessly just on that and stopping everything else. Do focused work. Now you know exactly what you must be working on. The next step is to work for 60 to 90 minutes a day, fully focused on exactly that. And again, I believe that 60 to 90 minutes is the minimum effective dose. At the threshold is that when magic starts to happen, if you can put 2 to 4 hours of focused work on that specific project each day, that's amazing, that's even better. If you can, do that. But for most people, if that's what you need to start, 60 to 90 minutes is the minimum you should do. In all cases, the key now now is fully focused. You must make every second of these 60 to 90 minutes count. So how do you make this happen? First, you need to identify what is your peak flow time. You and everyone else will have parts of your day where you have higher and when you have lower energy. You must set up these periods of focus work. You actually need to schedule them in your calendar, like 60 to 90 minutes where you say, okay, this is my focus work period, to coincide when you have the highest energy. Again, if you're gonna be higher energetic and fully focused, again, use that time to do the most important work and don't book meetings or do emails and so on. In my case, I pick in terms of energy, in terms of like I'm going to conquer the world type of situation between 8:30 in the morning and 11 in the morning. That's basically where I say, okay, this is a good chunk of time I can go and then do focus work. So I do again my focus work right then and there. I book myself in the calendar, I block it, and this is the moment where I just get my most important projects at work, personal projects, you name it, done. But again, that's me. I have friends that peak in the afternoon, some people peak late in the evening. You must know your own timing. Once you get there, so once you have this booked period of fully focused, when at the same time you have all this higher energy, you need to protect it. And I make it, again, almost impossible for me to get meetings during this time. I close my emails, I turn off all the notifications on my phone, on the computer, I don't chit chat, I put my headphones on, I zoom in and get things done. And for this, there are multiple systems that can help you like walk through this process. For example, there's the famous Pomodoro system. In my case, I can tell you the key thing here is that you should never be in the gray zone. You should start each period of focus work knowing exactly what you want to do and execute. If you know exactly what you need to work on and then work regularly, fully focused on that, you will be ahead of 90% of all the other people. If you're enjoying this video, please subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you part of this family that we are building over here. And you can also sign up to my free productivity course. There's a link down in the video description. Step 3 is all about enabling yourself to thrive and produce as much as possible in these periods of highly focused work. You'll do this by increasing your energy and focus muscles. So even though you'll be working on your highest energy, highest focus moment, you want to even increase that to take it up to 11. And then you'll also have on top of that hard work on increasing the speed that you actually get things done, increasing your speed of execution, to again make it easy as possible and fast as possible for you to complete these projects. When it comes to increasing your energy and focus, you just need to know that you need more physical, emotional, and mental energy to increase again the quality and quantity of your focus work. And the way you get this energy up is by doing good habits in a list that would literally sound very boring and very familiar to everyone. Sleep well. So sleep 7 to 9 hours per night in a comfy bed with comfy pillows, ideally in a dark, cold, quiet room. If you need to wake up with a ringer, normally you're not sleeping long enough. So again, sleep well. That's normally the #1 life hack. Then on top of that, switch off. So don't use internet and absolutely don't check your work emails or any type of emails within the first hour after you wake up and also the first hour you go to bed. Again, have this zoom time that you actually zoom out is great. Work out and do exercise every day. So even just 20 minutes a day is enough. Exercise, I would say, along with sleep are the ultimate high performance like drugs. Again, the benefits of regularly exercising are so big that it's just insanity not to do it. And then just eat good, high quality food, meditate if you can, and avoid friction in your life. Friction meaning all these small things that irritate or give you trouble in the background. So if you're in a bad relationship, or if you live in a place that you hate, or your job, like you absolutely don't like it, or you have money problems, untreated health conditions, if you have problems like that, maybe priority would be to fix that because they basically drain you of your energy in the background and you don't want that. And then I said the last part of this is that again, to make the most of these focus periods is that you need to increase your speed of execution. And I can tell you, I am obsessed with speed and you should too. You should learn or embrace any process, any technology or whatever that will help you get more work done during your focus periods. Just look at my example. I run this YouTube channel and this little course business and newsletter setups that I have in less than 4 hours a week because I bought the fastest hardware and software I could afford, which basically lets me film videos like and edit them if I need to myself very fast as well. I contracted the fastest internet speed available in my neighborhood, which is super fast. I never have to worry about lag. I never have to have drop calls. It's just boom, super fast. And I have this overkill desk setup, which makes it so easy for me to film video after video in really short time. I even want to make a course about it because it's just so good. But again, like because of this, I can then produce these videos while having my work, while having the 2 kids, while at the same time traveling as much as I do. If you're thinking about buying something, if you can't quantify, it will save you time. It's gonna be likely a good investment. And this includes again, fast computer, fast electronics, fast hardware, fast phone, fast reading device, fast internet connection. If you can go fast, go fast. To take it to the extreme, I even use my own personal devices during my real job, so my day job in Maersk, because my things are faster than what we get at the company, which is not even that bad, but then I just get faster things and I get things done faster, and that matters. On top of this, you can also increase your speed without having to spend money. And the way you do this, for instance, is that if you're working in an office or if you're working in a computer-based job, increase your typing speed. If you spend a lot of time in the computer and you're typing less than 80 words per minute, you're likely losing valuable time, so practice typing faster. And then also learn your keyboard shortcuts. You must know how to use email or Word or Excel only with your keyboard without touching the mouse or trackpad. Might sound like small little hacks, but at the end of the day, if you save like 5 minutes a day, you multiply that through a whole year of your whole working life and you're getting really ahead. And then if you want to go really crazy, you can start using text expansion tools. For example, there's Text Expander. Apple has one built in for their devices, where you can basically set up systems where you type a few letters and then the software immediately replaces that with like an address or something you would normally type very often, or even a whole email template. Super powerful things, and I use them all the time. My last point is that you should always make it easy to work. So my rule of thumb is that there always should be at least 3 or 4 high valuable things that you could be doing during your periods of focus work. In practice, this can mean for me, for instance, if I'm talking about my YouTube business, 3 or 4 scripts I could be working, 2 or 3 sales that you could be calls that you could be doing. For example, if you're a salesperson, 2 or 3 pieces of code you could be working on if you're a software developer. Again, and all this aligned with your highest leverage project, obviously. The key here is that depending on your day, depending on your energy, you might feel more like one on the other. One of the ways you go around this block or writer's block or productivity block is that if you always have something that you could pick up on and 2 or 3 options to take, you'll just pick the one that you feel the most that day and then just go. To illustrate this, look at my video pipeline here in Notion. I have a lot of videos I'm working on at different stages of maturity. We have ideas, we have research, scripting. If I have 60 minutes, I will just pick one of these ones and just move them down the pipeline, and that means that there's always something for me to work on. This of course works beyond YouTube. I use this a lot for my work in Maersk, which for confidentiality reasons I can't just show you, I'm sorry. So wrapping up, putting the puzzle together, you need to be incredibly deliberate in what you decide to work on. I repeat, picking the right thing to work on is the most important element of productivity. Then take 60 to 90 minutes a day, or ideally more, to work just on that one thing and do it fully focused. Finally, make the absolute most of these 60 to 90 minutes by ramping up your energy levels and dialing up your speed of execution. Do this consistently, and I again guarantee you your life will change. Otherwise, you can come and slap me or something, but it's life-changing stuff. And if you don't feel you have the chops to do this, watch this video over here where I explain the system I use myself to again force myself to do this. Because again, as I said, I'm a naturally lazy person, and in this video I explain how to go around that. Thanks for watching.